Welcome to VU Academy. The human digestive system. In this video, I'm going to introduce you about the digestive system. In the digestive system, the food is taken through our mouth and then break down this food into micronutrients and absorb these nutrients into our bloodstream. After that, disperse into our body tissues. Thereafter, the energy is produced or building blocks, and whatever remains get defecated and leaves from our body. The human digestive system has two components as the alimentary canal, and the other one is the accessory digestive structures. Let's see what is the alimentary canal. It's a hollow muscular tube that goes from the mouth and goes all the way down to the anus. So this is a muscular tube, and also it has the other layers to have many different functions depending on what aspects of the tube referring to. Let's see what are the aspects of the alimentary canal. They are the mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and the anus. Then the accessory digestive structures. They are not the components of the alimentary canal, but they are the accessory components that often have the ducts and the tubes that leads into our alimentary canal. So, the aspects of the accessory components are tongue, teeth, salivary glands, pancreas, liver, and the gallbladder. Let's see what are the functions of the digestive system. The first one is the ingestion. The ingestion means the taking of the foods through our mouth. Here from the picture you all can see what the ingestion means. Then the second one is the propulsion. It begins when you swallow the food and continues with involuntary peristalsis movement. So it's related with the autonomic nervous system. The action of the propulsion is pushing down the foods along your GIT tract from the pharynx and through your esophagus and down to your stomach, and eventually continue through your intestine and out of your anus. That happens with the help of the actions called segmentation. So here in the second picture, you all can see the segmentation or the successive local constriction in the GI tract. The third one is the mechanical breakdown. By using the teeth in your mouth and saliva, it helps to break down the foods by using the digestive juices. Then after the food enters into your stomach, these food particles starts the digestion and with the gastric acids which is secreted from the mucosal layers of your stomach. In the digestion, they directly converted these foods, it means the proteins into amino acid and the polysaccharides into monosaccharide. Likewise, so many chemical reactions occur in the stomach. The next one is the absorption. In the absorption, the small and the large intestines absorbs the food, water, and all the other nutrients in the small and large intestine. Finally, anything that is not absorbed by the body will be passed out during the defecation. So, where it is expelled from the body in the form of feces. Now let's start taking a closer look at some of the organs in this digestive system. So most of these organs lie in the abdominopelvic cavity. Here you all can see that the peritoneum is the membrane of this cavity, and it's divided into visceral peritoneum and the parietal peritoneum lining in the body wall with the peritoneal cavity. In between contain a serous fluid that lubricates the organs for ease of mobility, and the blood is supplied into this peritoneal abdominopelvic cavity by the splenic circulation. Let's see the cross section of the digestive system. So here this picture depicts out the cross section of the gastrointestinal tract. The innermost layer is called as the mucosa or the mucous membrane. So this secretes digestive enzymes and hormones into the tract and also absorb digestive foods into the blood. It is made up of a single columnar epithelium and followed by the lamina propria, which is made up of loose areola connective tissues. And then the muscularis mucosa or the submucosa, which is made up of areola connective tissue and full of blood vessels, lymphatic vessels, and with the lymphoid follicles and with the nerve fibers. So the digestive food just has to get to this layer in order for the nutrients to spread all over the body. So surrounding this muscularis mucosa or the submucosa, there is another layer which is called as the muscularis externa, which is the muscular layer that performs segmentation and the peristalsis, which helps the food along the tract as we discussed earlier. So it's made up of the inner circular layer, you all can see the circular layer, and the outer longitudinal layer. And lastly, we continue to the final serosa. This is the areola connective tissue covered with a single layer of the squamous epithelial cells that forms the mesothelium. So we should also note the intrinsic nerve plexus, which are the submucosal nerve plexus in the submucosa, and the mesenteric nerve plexus in the muscularis externa. So this allows the communication all along the GI tract and regulate the digestive system activities. Now let's study about the anatomy and the physiology of the digestive system. The first part is the mouth. The walls of the mouth are lined with a thick stratified squamous epithelium, and the oral mucosa produces antimicrobial peptides called defensin. Since this region will needs a lot of protection from the elements. We can also see the hard and the soft palates, the uvula and the palatine tonsils. The tongue is made up of skeletal muscle fibers and it is secured to the mouth by the lingual frenulum. The salivary glands. The salivary glands produce saliva, which cleans the mouth, moisten and dissolve the foods and contain enzymes that begin breaking down certain foods. The teeth also helps this process during the mastification, which grinds the foods down into small pieces. Then let's go to the next part, that is the pharynx. In the pharynx, the food moves through the oropharynx and through the laryngopharynx. Then it enters towards the esophagus. The esophagus is a muscular tube that joins the stomach at the cardiac orifice with the abdominal cavity. The esophagus is lined with the stratified squamous epithelium. From this animation, you all can see how the food particles are passing through the esophagus with the peristaltic movements towards your stomach. Then we will see the stomach. In the stomach, food enters through the cardia. The stomach has different parts. The upper part is called the fundus, and there you can see the body. After that you can see the rugae. Then the pyloric sphincter. When these food particles coming through your esophagus enter into the stomach through the cardiac sphincter. After that, this food is converted into a paste called chyme with the help of the gastric juice. So there are some longitudinal folds in the stomach. They are called as the rugae. Then with the help of this digestive juice, the chyme become somewhat acidic. So it causes a acidic environment within the stomach with the secretion of the HCl acid and makes the pH value in between 1.5 to 3.5. So that then that is necessary for the pepsin to do its function because for the proteins to convert into amino acid, the pepsin is needed. Then the stomach narrows to form the pyloric sphincter part, which is made up of the pyloric antrum and the pyloric canal, which is end up at the pyloric sphincter and it leads to the duodenum. Here you all can see that the small intestine is comprised with some microstructures which are called as the villi. This is our small intestine. The small intestine has three parts. First part is the duodenum, then the jejunum and the ileum. The duodenum contains the hepatopancreatic ampulla, which is where the bile duct delivering the bile from the liver, and the main pancreatic duct delivering the pancreatic juice from the pancreas and join and merge with the small intestine. The small intestine is perfect for absorption of nutrients, and it has circular folds and fingers like villi and much tinier microvilli which amplify the absorptive surface areas even more. So you all had seen that in the previous slide. There you all can see some accessory organs. They are the gallbladder and the liver as well as the pancreas. The liver performs many metabolic and regulatory tasks, but in a digestive context. Its purpose is to produce bile which enters at the duodenum. Then the gallbladder is a tiny muscular sac adjoining the liver that serves mainly to store the bile and help to produce the pancreatic juice. Then in the large intestine, which is covered from the three part of the small intestine in three sides and serves to continue for the absorption of the water from the food residues and also compact the fecal matters and eliminate from our body through the anus. Here you all can see what are the digestive enzymes related to the digestive system and their main role. The first one is amylase. It is situated in the cell. Situated in the pancreas and saliva. It breaks down the carbohydrate. Then the pepsin in the stomach and break down proteins. Lipase in the pancreas and break down the fats. Trypsin in the pancreas and it breaks down the digestive protein. Lactase in the small intestine break down the lactose. The hormonal control. The gastrin stimulates the acid production. Secretin stimulates the bicarbonate release, and cholecystokinin stimulate bile and enzyme secretion. The nerves control. Parasympathetic nerves like vagus nerve enhance the digestion. Sympathetic one slows the digestion. These are the regulation of digestion. Then let's go for some MCQs regarding the digestive system. What is the primary function of the digestive system? The correct answer is C, the digestion. Then second one, where does the majority of the nutrient absorption occur in the digestive system? The correct answer is B, small intestine. Third, which enzyme is responsible for breaking down of carbohydrates into sugars? The correct one is A, amylase. Then fourth one, what is the function of stomach in digestion? The correct answer is B, storage of the food. Fifth one, which substance neutralizes the stomach acid in the small intestine? The correct answer is C, bicarbonate. Sixth one, what is the main function of the large intestine? The correct answer is A, absorption of water. Seventh question, which is the organ stores and releases bile in the small intestine? Correct answer C, gallbladder. 8. Which substance activates the pepsinogen to its active form pepsin in the stomach? The correct answer is A, hydrochloric acid. The ninth one, what is the purpose of pyloric sphincter in digestive system? The answer B is regulating the flow of materials into small intestine. 10th question, which enzyme is responsible for breaking down fats into fatty acid and glycerol? The correct answer is B, lipase. Thank you for watching.